Hello, my name is Arturo Iriarte. I'm the director of the Office of Faith and Culture. Welcome to part 2 of our free legal advice to the Archdiocese of Hartford Parishes community. Today is with me my brother Mike Hebert, who's an attorney, as well as Annie Lenskron from our office. In the first session, you offer a presentation about how to interpret and understand the law so that we are not intimidated by it, but see it as an instrument of justice. Just to remind our viewers that we are what we do and what we do not do in our free advice program. We will provide an explanation of law, identifying options, and giving advice regarding to problems or subject matter. We will not file an appearance in any court matter. Let's start now with what we are going to do. Today, Mike, I would like to ask you how we can prevent problems and how we deal with problems. That was the main thing. For that matter, we have 8 aspects of advice that we're going to be working today, and you're going to be explained to us. One had to do with the automobile. Can we start with automobile, Mike?
Yes. And as you know, with automobiles, there are several topics that are related. One is insurance, 2 is a motor vehicle license things, and 3 is generally infractions, which can be speeding infractions or parking infractions or other kinds of infractions relating to the use of an operation of the vehicle. And what we can do is when you have a problem in that regard, we can sit down, discuss with you, make sure that we have all the facts that are necessary, and then try to arrive at a solution for the problem, which is has the least burden for you and can be resolved as quickly as possible.
Thank you, Mike. The second topic that we have is home. What home brings us sometimes?
Well, again,
that we need to look into.
In a home, it depends again on whether you are a homeowner, you are a renter, and what your status is. You may have some problems with neighbors. They are having trees that they don't maintain and things of that nature. You want to know what you can do. So whatever problems arise with the home ownership, including insurance, relating with neighbors, and relating with local authorities, we can help you to understand what is at issue and help you to come up with resolutions.
Mike, now let's see that what we can do and help our brothers and sisters who are immigrants in the country at the moment. So we have many immigrants, and I'd like to know what's your view on how we can help them.
Well, we have tried to help them in trying to keep up with certain laws that are changing, especially with DACA. We try to help them. We also try to help them when they come to us and say, can I sponsor somebody for a green card? We try to give them the likelihood that they will be successful and how long it will take. We will try to help them if there is some issue of deportation. But with the deportation, what we have tried to do in the past is to help people understand the kind of conduct that puts them at risk so that we can avoid having those problems, especially 2 forms of conduct that are very much put people at risk are dishonesty and domestic violence. So we try to deal with the problems and also try to inform them of conduct that could create problems.
Thank you. That definitely brings some very important aspect, right? That our pastor, always important to speak with your pastor in a moment that maybe decision about wills and some other aspect that maybe your pastor will be a wonderful advice, a spiritual approach in this. And also, can you share with us now what really means felonies and misdemeanor?
If you look at the penal code, generally a felony is something that will have a year or more imprisonment. A misdemeanor can be primarily fines. Most of your traffic violations are misdemeanors, breach of conduct, breach of peace. A felony usually has either a very severe harm, such as somebody has negligent homicide if they kill someone while driving intoxicated, or it has a deliberate intent component to it.
Thank you. How we can help our parishioners from the Archdiocese of Hartford about business and transactions? What do you mean by that?
Okay, well, a lot of times people will feel that they've been taken advantage of, either through promotions that are deceptive or through contracts that can be over-demanding. The business world has a lot of proposals out there for people, but they're not always in their best interest. So advising people how to review contracts, or if they've had a problem with contracts, or sometimes they get bills that are not reasonable. For instance, if you get a hospital bill where they're charging you the hospital rate and not the insurance rates, we can try to help on those kind of situations. So these are the kinds of things that we can do, is bring some information to the people and help them to make decisions.
Thank you. Let's touch the workplace.
Okay, the workplace is something that is covered by workmen's compensation law, and we can help people to understand what they are entitled to under the law. Are they entitled to payments when they can't work? Are they entitled to certain medical care? Those types of questions. It's also workplace discrimination. I mean, were they wrongfully terminated for reasons that are not supported by the law? So there's plenty of things on the workplace because people spend a lot of time there.
Thank you. Thinking about life insurance and will, that's a very important topic that we actually already have some cases on the road of that
Yes.
you've been supported.
One of the things with the insurance is that if you understand how agents are compensated, they're compensated on the basis of the premium. So they won't always try to sell you the policy that's best for you. And you can get talked into buying a whole life policy, which was rarely in your best interest because it combines investment with insurance. So most of the time a term life policy is the best, but because it has a much reduced premium, your agent may not be pushing the term life.
Thank you. Today we also have Ms. Anna Landstrom, Anna want to practice a little bit of questions, right? And how this might work, because we can do this too.
I have a question. I have a car accident couple of days ago, and I need to know how I can report an accident, because I spoke with the police, and the police say that you need to call to your insurance company. Mm-hmm. And when I call to my insurance company, they say I need to wait. I need to wait for the police report. So, what can I do?
Again, when you have an accident, it's good to talk to somebody because that gives you a little bit of perspective. But what we can do is we can talk you through the accident, identify the proper form that you need to fill out, and I'd help you to identify the facts that you want to report so that you're putting your best foot forward. We don't want you to say something that is not true, but we want you to put your best foot forward.
Thank you. So another aspect before we finish today, I'd like to just share with you that Attorney Michael Hebert, who's been a volunteer before, it was with us on the Office of Social Justice as well, and now in the Faith and Culture Office, And this element that of where his heart brings up all his love as Catholic, and he's actually Attorney Hebert. He has another theme here that you're really inspired with it, Mike. It says that how you can help parent and student issue what it means on term of the behavior or performance problem. How do you help the people? How you are doing this? And
well, again, you can help people by understanding what exactly is being said so that there's no misunderstanding. And also we can help them if they have kids that have special needs, because the state of Connecticut, again, has a very strong special needs program. The schools will not always come forward and identify it, but if you are persistent, you generally can get the needs. And again, it's just a question of presenting the facts in a manner that is compelling.
Thank you, Mike. Besides the above legal advice, you might want to consider always speaking with your pastor for spiritual guidance related to your concern. That's always very, very important. Don't forget that aspect that because we are the church. Today we want to thank Anna Landskron and Attorney Michael Hebert for being with us today, and David as well on the communication office. Thank you so much. If you have any interest in the program, please send us an email. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Anna.